What's going on, world? And welcome to Clearing the Wreckage Podcast. It's the voice and your host, Kareem A. Rashid. And once again, I don't know what you got going on. You could be getting on the toilet or you could be getting off the toilet. Hell, for all I know, you could be wiping your tushy. But I know that I'm ready, and so I hope that you're ready to clear the wreckage. Yes, indeed. What's going on with you today, my peeps, my fellow Wreckage Clearers? What's happening with you? I hope everybody had a great 7 days the other week here. Now we are back with another great conversation today. And we are going to talk today about something that I think everyone needs to hear, something that I think needs to be emphasized over and over and over again. I don't think we can get enough of hearing it. I think it needs to be implanted deeply into our bones, into our brains, into our souls, into our spirits, into our whole being. And that is, we are never alone. Yes, today's title of our talk will be Lonely, but we are never alone. Lonely, but you, my friend, you are never alone. So for a while, right, we discussed ego. Well, my ego, I should say, how my big head got in the way during my marriage. Right? And furthermore, we discuss basically how I got out of the way. Honey, I shrunk my head. And then I went back home, right? I went back into myself to remember myself, my true self, my core identity. And how that led me to be filled with courage, love for myself enough to decide to divorce. All right, so we are all caught up. And in that, my friends, I was lonely. I was lonely. There was no longer the title or the role of husband, the role of companion. There was no one that I was coming home to. In fact, there was nobody I had to move out of my own home. There was no one there anymore. However, me coming home to myself, as we discussed last week, in terms of welcoming me back in, the real me, I was safe. That's why we discussed that last week about coming home and getting the call from the umpire, safe. Yes. I might have felt lonely, but I was safe. I might have felt lonely, but I was safe. I repeated that for you to get it. The great other aspect of all of that was because I also had a safe community. Yep, my team also welcomed me home. I was safe. My team, Kareem, what are you talking about? Well, last week we talked about baseball, and we talked about the analogy of the bases and then the analogy of coming home. Well, when you come home, you get home, and the umpire says safe, you are welcome back to your team. Whoa, boy, don't let me start preaching up in here. You are welcome back to your community. You are welcome back to the people who have walked alongside of you of your journey through your ups and downs, through your strikes, through your outs, through your foul balls, through all of your errors, through everything that happened on that baseball team, how many times you missed practice, they have been there with you. They have walked alongside of you in this journey. Yes, that community. And your community has always been here with you and by your side. You are safe and you are never alone. And I was surrounded by community. I was surrounded by my team. I had the resources, I had the tools to be safe, to feel safe, to know that I belong. Yes, Kareem, you made this team. Yes, Kareem, you belong. I don't know if you're keeping up right now. Right now they have the College World Series going on. I watch it every now and then. I keep up to who's winning, what's going on here. I watched even the softball women's College World Series as well. I am a fan of baseball. I'm a fan of a lot of sports, but I really do enjoy baseball, and that's why I gave that analogy last week, because it is such just a simple game that makes so much sense to me, and it really emphasizes community. Really emphasizes community. And that's what we are talking about today. And whether it be for personal growth and development, self-improvement, mental health, recovery, all the above, community is the cornerstone, my friends, the foundational bedrock, so to speak. Why? Because as humans, we are neurobiologically wired for connection. We are wired for mutual accountability. We are wired for shared resilience. Yes. You need, this is a need, emphasis on the word need. You need to connect with other people who have experienced or have shared similar experiences. And here's the caveat. And you need to connect with people who have not shared the same experience. Yes. I was feeling so lonely, y'all. And I don't know about you, but the experience of divorce was a bit isolating. I was feeling lonely. And some of you may relate, and I had some of those feelings, and I just want to share some of the feelings that I had with you. Because you know me, I get real with you on here. Me, I'm my full, authentic self, my true self. The feelings that I was feeling right after my divorce was, man, don't nobody understand what I'm going through. I'm all in this by myself. I'm all in this by myself. Nobody will get me. Nobody will understand what it is that I'm going through. Nobody will understand the hell that I experienced in my marriage. Nobody will want to listen to me. I am all by myself. I will never love anybody else again. I don't want to love anybody else again. Matter of fact, I'd rather stay lonely. That's where I was feeling. Now, some of you may relate. Some of you may have been through a breakup, or you have lost someone in some kind of way, whether it be death, maybe even a friendship ending. But we all at some point have experienced loss, or we will experience loss. And it can be a bit isolating. And some of those feelings that I just shared with you can come up in your mind also. You may have a roller coaster of emotions going on. I was having a roller coaster of emotions. One moment I was angry. The next moment I was sad. Then I was feeling sorry for myself. Like nobody will ever get this. Nobody will ever understand me. And sometimes I was feeling like, well, nobody has ever been through what the heck I've been through, so they won't even understand this at all. Or maybe even feeling misunderstood. Well, if I share this with somebody, they'll misunderstand. Yeah, I mean, I had all those feelings, you guys, all those feelings. So, it can be a bit isolating. Right? And that is simply the human experience, right? We're going to feel lonely at times. That is just the way it is. That's simply an emotion. That is something that we can feel at times. We're going to feel lonely. But I will tell you this. We are never alone. We're never alone, man. And I'll tell you why. Because here is the fact. The fact is there are 8 billion more people on this planet besides you. So no, you are not alone. You may feel lonely, but you are never alone. And once you take in the facts, the lonely feeling should subside. The lonely feeling should subside. And the fact is also, no matter how lonely you feel, whatever city or town, however many people are there that are included in that population are there with you in that town or city. That is a fact. So therefore, you may feel lonely, but you are never alone. So the feeling of loneliness shall begin to subside, because the fact is we are not alone. So there is no reason anymore to feel lonely, because, oh wait, there are this many people around me who, guess what? I guarantee somebody is going through what I'm going through, or somebody has went through what I am going through. Yes. So I'm not minimizing or negating the experience of feeling lonely or those emotions at all, because I was there. I just shared with you that I was there, and some of the things that I was feeling, I did not want to share that with anyone because I felt shame. I felt guilt. I felt like, well, maybe I shouldn't be feeling this way. Maybe I shouldn't be feeling like, oh man, you know what? I don't ever want to trust another female again. Maybe I shouldn't be feeling that way. I feel guilty. I feel shame for feeling like this. But what helped me was knowing the facts, right? Whenever I felt lonely, knowing those facts that, hey, guess what? I know I want to sit in isolation, but there are people around me. There are communities around me that I can actually go to if I need help. There are people there. There are like-minded individuals. There are resources. There are tools all around me. There are so many different communities around me that will help me in my personal growth, will help me improve, will even help me cope and manage and regulate these emotions that I am feeling. Yes. Yes. So the fact was I had a community and a support system. Family was definitely one of them. Man, the way that my family came through after my divorce was amazing. You know what I mean? Just crowding around me, surrounding me. Hey, Kareem, you know what? We are here for you. Whatever you need to talk about it, talk about it. We're here for you. You guys know that I'm part of recovery. Thank God that I am. And so my recovery meetings and those in that support group, that is a place that I can go to. The fellowship there, the friends that I made along the way, that is my community. Also, those who were even at my wedding was my support, was my community. So I don't know. So for you, let me rephrase that. So for you, if you're going through a divorce right now, what about the people that you invited to your wedding? And your answer back to me could be, well, you know, they picked their side. They don't want anything to do with me. And that could be an excuse that you're using to stay in isolation and stay feeling lonely. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because, see, for me, my experience was that the people that I invited to my wedding, I knew that I couldn't contact every last one of them, but I knew there were certain people there, just like you know, if you're going through a divorce right now, there are certain people that were there in that wedding that you could actually go to. That is your family, extended family. They are your community. They have been by your side since day one. So community combats the tendency to isolate. Community is combative toward isolation. Community normalizes the experience, right? So for me, community normalized my experience, right? So community combated the isolation. Me feeling like what? Oh, man, ain't nobody gonna understand me. No one knows what I'm going through. But the community will combat that. If I get involved, if I embrace it, if I reach out, will combat that, because there'll be people in there that will share with me their experiences and normalize it for me that, hey, it is okay that you feel lonely after that, but you are never alone. I'm doing the same thing that I'm sharing about right now. I'm emphasizing how community can normalize the experience. I am your community to normalize the experience of divorce, heartbreak, loss of friendship, anything right now for you. Yes. Woo! Being around people who quote unquote get it, and if you're on YouTube, you saw me put my little quotations up, who quote unquote get it, they validate your feelings. That's what happened with me. Those people who quote unquote got it, they validated my feelings. Their empathy created a safe space for me to be able to process my emotions. Man, I had these two beautiful people. I have two beautiful people in my life that I just want to share about real quick. I just got to share about them. Greg and Cheryl. And I call him Papa Greg, and I call her Mama Cheryl. And these two individuals both went through a divorce before they got remarried to one another. Now, having them by my side, just imagine, I just went through my divorce and I have them by my side. These are two people that have went through a similar shared experience. Two. I got two, not just one. I got two. I got double the empathy, double the compassion, double the comfort, double the validation. Catch my drift? But having them by my side, it was a game changer. They were able to share their experiences with me. I remember staying at their house. I just got to share about this. I remember one night I was going through it. I was going through it in my marriage, and I felt lonely because I knew my marriage was coming to an end. I felt lonely, and I simply just called them and said, hey, man, I feel lonely. And they opened up their doors for me. They opened up their house for me. And you know what? They've always been there. It's not just that they were there or a vital part of help during my marriage. They are here for me now. They're still in my life. They still receive calls. They still receive text messages. They still see me. These two individuals are my community. They are my extended family. Do you have someone like that in your life? You probably do have someone like that, and I'm so grateful that you do. And if you don't have someone like that, it is time for you to maybe reach out, because we are about clearing the wreckage, and we need other people in our lives to help us clear the wreckage, because community also, what I shared with you earlier, right? We are wired for mutual accountability. And hearing how others overcame similar hurdles in life, it offered me practical and actionable strategies. And when I tell you, these two people, man, were a constant in my life and still are a constant in my life, which helps me day to day to continue clearing the wreckage. Because you know what? I can talk to them about anything. Anything. And they are there to listen, and if need be, make suggestions, offer advice, and even hold me accountable. I have these two people in my life that can hold me accountable for my actions. They can listen to me with the open mind and open heart without any judgment. And if they need to make suggestions, they can. These people love me. That's why they're called Papa Greg and Mama Cheryl. Because they love me and they are part of my community. They have been walking alongside of me since day one. So overall, let me emphasize to you that community provides for us emotional support, provides for us the personal growth and a sense of belonging and even opportunities for collective action. Community offered me a space where I could not only give, but also receive. Yes, I could also learn from others. And it also contributed to my well-being, to my mental health. Helped me to manage and regulate my emotions better by talking to other people and being around other people. And sometimes it wasn't about me expressing myself or talking about how I was feeling after my marriage. Sometimes it was just about me being around the community. Sometimes it was just about me going to somebody's house and just hanging out with them, watching a movie. Sometimes it might have just been just about me just listening to them, asking them how their day was. And here are some of the things that I did besides that I just mentioned that not only built up my self-worth, but increased my sense of belonging and connection. And I am so fortunate. I am very fortunate. And I don't know why I was chosen, but I am. Because if it was up to me, if it was up to me, boy, I tell you, I have a group of like-minded individuals around me in recovery. And I tell you, I'm so grateful and thankful that I get to have this group that chose me. Because if it was up to me, I would still be acting a fool. I would still be filled with ego. And I would still be out there crying, looking for my bottle like a baby. That's what I'll be doing. I'm talking about my alcohol bottle. I'll be out there still looking for it. And I'll be crying until I get it. So I'm really thankful and I'm really grateful that that group chose me, that I'm a part of. And a lot of folks will probably argue with that statement and be like, what? You chose it. They didn't choose you. No. I feel like I was chosen because honestly, I just stopped fighting. I just stopped fighting and I allowed that divine power, that divine source, and even the divine power that is within me to lead me and direct me. And so I'm also fortunate because I have certain people in my life that walk alongside of me. This, my friends, is why I know what my purpose is and why I share it with you every week. Because it is to give back what I was given. It's simple. That's the reason for this podcast. So now guess what? You and I, we are walking alongside of each other. We are building community. I cannot do this without you. This is a we thing. This is not just something that I do. You do this with me every single week. Yes. That way we all have a sense of belonging. We all can know for sure that we are never alone. You also have somewhere that you can go when you are feeling lonely. Boop, hit a button, you can click, on this episode. Boom, hit a button. You can click on the Facebook page that I started. Boom, you can click on the Facebook group. You can become a part of that group. You can become a part of the Clearing the Wreckage Instagram page. There is community out there for you that I am trying to make more easily accessible to you so that you can know that you are part of the Wreckage Clearing community. Yes, you are, and my DMs are open for you as well. Please feel free to message me at any time. Utilize your resources and your tools. So I'm going to leave you with this. I know, very short, sweet conversation today, but I just wanted to emphasize community. Because at that time in my life, when I got divorced, that is what I needed the most. I needed community the most. I needed people around me. I needed to be surrounded by loved ones, by family, by extended family, by my day ones. I needed to be surrounded by these people. Let me leave you with this. Feelings of disconnection are going to come. And they will come. They may come. It's part of the human experience. But we are never alone. When you're feeling disconnected, when you're feeling lonely, realize that, well, I am human. This is part of the human experience. Sometimes I'm probably going to feel like this. But guess what the fact is? I am never alone. Well, thank God I am never alone. There are so many others who have shared experiences such as heartbreak, loss, pain, hurt, betrayal, fear. We all have setbacks. The great valuable thing is that there is a community, especially these days, for just about every single thing that I just named. Heartbreak, loss, pain, fear. There's a community for all of it. Grief. But there's a community for just about every single thing these days that you are going through. Why it is like that is because you were built for community. That is how you thrive. Yes. So my question for you is, are you ready to thrive? Are you ready to grow? Or do you want to just stay feeling lonely and then isolate and then danger ahead? Because I know for me, when I start feeling that way and I start feeling lonely, I can't stay there that long because, there's danger ahead, because then my ego is going to blow up and then I'm going to get self-centered and then I'm going to have a pity party and be like, woe is me, nobody will ever understand what I'm going through. Man, I might as well drink. Forget this. That's what's going to happen to me. That's my bad behavior. That's my escape that I go to. That's my default behavior. I don't know about you and what yours is, but you need to clear the wreckage. Take some time to look inside and clear the wreckage so you can find out what it is for you. When you feel lonely, oh man, I want to isolate, and then I'm going to end up doing this. I don't know what your this is, your bad behavior, or your danger that you get involved in when you feel that way. But there is a community around you to give you that compassion, that empathy, that sense of belonging that you're looking for already. Because we are never alone. So my question for you again is, are you willing to reach out? Because we can feel so lonely, right? And we can even wonder why sometimes. If you're like me, you probably had this thought too. I've had this thought before. We can wonder why, like, dang, nobody never calls me to check up on me. And then we can really start feeling even more lonely. Because then we'll feel like nobody cares for us. And then we really get into a low point of self-pity. But let me tell you something. These days, you have the tools on your fingertips. You have the tools on your fingertips. You probably carry it around with you every single place you go. All you have to do is press a button. Matter of fact, you could probably even speak it into your phone, whomever you want to call. Or you could probably just ask Google. I mean, these days, we are way too advanced for you to even think that you are alone. That's an absurdity for you to even think that you are alone, these days at least. Now, back in the day, when we really didn't have that much means or ways to reach out, but now, there's almost no excuse for you to be thinking in your head, oh, man, I'm alone. You're never alone. Oh, man, I'm lonely. No. So may I also reassure you that guess who else is here? Me. I'm here. I am here. And so when you feel like, man, I don't have anyone, I am here. I'm here with you every single week. And you can count on that. You can count on that. Unless the Lord decides to take me, you can count on that I'm here every single week. And even during the week, you have ways to contact me. Clearing the Wreckage on Instagram, Clearing the Wreckage on Facebook. You have ways to contact me. All my information is at the bottom of the podcast screen. Also, the bottom of this episode. You can look at that and boom, you can contact me. I don't want you to ever feel the way that I was feeling. Even though you're going to feel that way at some times, you're going to feel lonely because that's part of the human experience. In that, I want you to be able to embrace community when you start feeling lonely. Embrace community. Embrace not only the fact that you are never alone. So there is, why am I feeling lonely if I know that I am never alone? And then from that point, embrace community. Because if you want to thrive, if you want to grow, you are part of this community because you are about clearing the wreckage. You're not just listening to me because you just want, let me just see what this guy's talking about. Maybe you are listening for the first time and you want to just hear it. But this is a community of wreckage clearers. We go on the what? We go on the inside. We take the time to look inside so that the wreckage can begin to clear. We look inside to see, wait. I understand that I'm feeling lonely. I understand where this is coming from. I mean, hell, I just went through a divorce. I get it. I mean, dang, there's no one that I come home to anymore. I mean, I get it. But guess what? There is still a community of people out there for me. Oh, man, I'm grieving. Guess what? I can contact this person. Oh, man, guess what? I can call this community and I can go and show up. Suit up and show up. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for being here with me. As I always leave you, take the time to look inside so that the wreckage can begin to clear. Peace.